Always competitive. I know it's one of the South's oldest rivals, rivalry games. It's one of those, one of those games that, you recruit a lot of the same type players, from the different areas. We have players from North Carolina. They got players from Virginia, things like that. The coaches. They're in our side of the conference there. So it's a game that the significance of it has been, people may draw light to the home and away schedule, but we're a completely different team, and I would say they're a completely different team now. So we've got to play the game that's here in Charlottesville, and it's our homecoming. Hopefully there'll be a nice crowd out there. It's a 6 o'clock game, so hopefully the venue will be nice that a good college football game is going to take place. They're playing fast. Their linebackers are very physical. They 4-3 scheme. Don't do a whole lot of blitzing. They just play well technique-wise. They cover well. You just see them flying around to the ball. And like I said, what was mentioned, you could tell it's a team that's kind of rallied around whatever adversity they've had, kind of a us against the world mentality, and you can see them playing like that. So, and no matter who the guy is in the game, they've done a nice job of really playing fast and getting to the football. Coach, the offensive coordinator, Shoup, has done a nice job of, again, creating those throws and those situations for Yates to be successful. And, veteran quarterbacks, what you want a veteran quarterback to do, be able to move the ball, distribute the ball to their playmakers. And they have a lot of the running back. White has done a fantastic job. They've got some wide receivers that are really fast, very athletic, and they got a tight end, I think, is the #1 reception leader for them. So, it's not uncommon that during one of their games, at first quarter, second quarter, that you see 5 or 6 different guys have catches because of the way he distributes the ball, and that's the way the offense is set up. So Yates runs their offense well, and he's very efficient at it. So we got to do a good job of making sure that we take care of ourselves defensively and understanding some of the things that they're trying to do by playing better coverage, rushing, putting pressure on him, and then just knowing that a guy like White coming out of the backfield, like I said, he does a great job. He makes some big catches and some big games by just running a simple wheel route out of the backfield or an angle route across the ball. So we'll have to have our work cut out for us. But again, that's why you game plan. That's why you get ready to play. What you always try to do in a game is you try to have the throws and the plays that you hope they can move the chains to give a certain level of confidence, to your quarterback. Now, if you don't hit the guy that's open, or you throw it short or overthrow him, then that adds to the problems or issues that might be had in a start, a particular start of a game. So, our thing with Mark is try to get him to have some success early. He's got to have success early. We've got to complete some passes. We got to, instead of 2nd and 2, we got to have a 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6, because then the thing is you can do again is prepared to have a successful, makeable 3rd down situation. So, all those things are tied into it. Him having a good start, fast start or successful start is definitely predicated upon him completing the passes and us being able to run the ball, so we can create those makeable 3rd down situations. So that's what Mark's got to do. That's what we got to do, and that's the goal. That's the goal for us. You always have to be concerned about the development of the player, the young man that you have, where he is on the depth chart, and then the consequences of you putting him in the game, both athletically and academically, because then you trigger a lot of things once he starts to play. And I would say at this point, almost halfway through the season, that I'll try my best not to play a true freshman right now, because it's just Brandon Horgan, our weight guy, has had him for a time now. Just wanted to get acclimated to getting bigger, faster, stronger, and that's the biggest difference sometimes. Unless it's a skilled player, a fast guy, a fast receiver, something like that, then maybe. But at the same time, I'd rather take guys that we have in the program already, as I'll have to do with the tight end situation, and try to address that with players already on the, that have eligibility, as opposed to players that, using up a redshirt year. So, and Morgan Moses has played, and he's going to continue to play. Rio Walker's played, he's going to continue to play. So, those are the type of guys that they were committed to playing, so we're going to keep on playing them. And then everyone else, just for the sake of them academically and athletically, try to hang on to them. Well, his demeanor is the type of demeanor that our quarterback right now needs to have. He's on the sideline, being able to coach him up and teach him up during the course of a game. We have to call plays and do things, to try to understand who our talent, where our guys are, and then try to get the ball to those guys. And unfortunately, we try to throw the ball to Dontrell and Chris, a couple of occasions, and, it didn't work out. One was a penalty, 2 were overthrown, 1 was underthrown, 1 got stripped out of Chris's hands. So I think as long as we continue to keep trying to do that, we're a team that has to find guys that can carry the ball for us and get yards after the catch and, things like that. So we can keep trying to identify those guys, because it looks like with guys in, guys out, that, now Landon Bradley, a starting left tackle, will be out for a couple games, with a hand injury. Joe Torsha's not here anymore. So we're going to have to be creative in what we do and how we move the ball. So, but that's what you game plan for. That's how you play games. And so we're hard at work trying to get that ready for North Carolina. We're a work in progress, and we said that at the beginning, when we first started, trying to build what these guys think about themselves. Our players are together. We're all on the same page. Coaches are with each other. And so the attitude and the atmosphere around the McHugh Center is high, and that's the way it should be, because the way things are changing. And so we just keep talking about the attitude, keep talking about the approach we're taking with the players, about being positive, about listen, no one wants to miss a tackle. I mean, no one wants to get beat deep or anything like that. And you can respond in a couple ways. You can respond and let it get to you, or you can respond in a way that, look, next time, coach, next opportunity, I want to do well. And I think all our players and coaches are moving in that, have moved and are staying in that, that direction about, let's play, And that's the only way when you lose a game and you have that taste in your mouth, is to get ready, to get prepared to play your next game. And that's what we're all looking forward to doing now.